begun. A line in the dirt, a line in the soul. Keep your head down, stay in the hole. The architect is washing silver pen in hand, counting all the sheep across the diamond land. If you ever dream to wash it clean away, the hammer finds a nail that dares to disobey. The air is thinning at the top of the wall. The higher you climb, the to stone, feeling the weight in the marrow and bone. We are perfectly equal. We are perfectly dead. In the whitewashed garden of the things we said. I wanna feel the hunger. I wanna strikes 12 and the bells begin to ring. 1,000 voices start to mourn the same old thing. One tear for the left eye, one tear for the right. Keep the sorrow balanced in the middle of the light. Don't cry too hard, don't let the water spill. Everything is moving by the master's will. We gather in the Plaza with our shoulders touching close, a synchronized vibration of the heavy ghost. The grief is a fashion, the grief is a suit, a chemical harvest of a bitter fruit. No one is broken and no one is whole in the steady rhythm of the collective soul. The sky is a painting of a soft violet rain to wash away the edges of the individual pain. We're looking for a shadow that we're not allowed to the same as the day I was born. The route to the office is a line on the floor. I don't have to think about opening the door. Everything is chosen, everything is planned by a soft and a heavy and invisible hand. I'm looking at my fingers, they're white and they're clean. A part of the fabric, a part of the machine. The blood in my body is a heavy blue oil, feeding the roots of the sacred soil. No more mistakes and no more surprises. Watching the sun as it perfectly rises. The skin is a cell and the heart is a clock, ticking away in a cold block of rock. I'm a masterpiece of the state and the law, a body without a single flaw. Oh, I've got marble veins and a heart of glass, watching the ghost of the centuries past. Moving in a circle, moving in a line, waiting for a signal and waiting for a sign. It's a perfect life in a perfect cage, a beautiful link on a hollow page. Yeah, the marble veins are the price we pay for a world that never goes astray. We meet in the hallway and we say the same things, folding our spirits like broken wings. A smile for the camera, a nod for the light, keeping the darkness out of our sight. The algorithm knows every dream that I have before I can feel the sting and the sound. The ivory is hidden, the ivory is cold, wrapped in a blanket of a story that's told by a million voices that sound like my own. The deepest hollow I will ever own. I'm a statue of flesh in a garden of stone, feeling the weight of the marrow and bone. Does it hurt to be beautiful? Does it hurt to be right? Does it hurt to be frozen in the middle of the light? I wanna break, I wanna fall, I wanna be human after all. Let me shatter, let me I've got marble veins and a heart of glass, watching the ghost of the centuries past. Moving in a circle, moving in a line, waiting for a signal and waiting for a sign. It's a perfect life in a perfect cage, a beautiful ink on a hollow page. Yeah, the marble veins are the price we pay for a world that never goes astray. I'm still inside here. I'm hiding a treasure underneath the floor, a little bit of mine and a little bit of more. The world is a circle, never shared out bread, but I'm hungry for the things that can't be said. A gold-colored memory in a silver town, trying to keep the heavy spirits down.
I wanna have a reason for a personal side. The ghost is a hunger that I can't satisfy, watching all the us and the we pass by. The vault is empty and the coffers are bare, but I'm counting every breath inside of the air. Everything is equal, everything is free, but what about the person that I wanted to be? Aren't allowed to grow. I saw an old coin in the gutter of the street, a forbidden rhythm and a steady state beat. I kept it in my pocket like a burning coal, a tiny little fire for a cold-blooded soul. No one is looking, but I'm checking my prize, hiding all the vanity behind my eyes. The ivory is a mirror of the things I wanna hold, a jagged little secret that will never be sold. I wanna be the mountain, I wanna be the sea, I want the whole world to be looking at me. But the logic is a prison and the peace is a chain, washing out the color of the personal gain. Be the name that is shouted out loud. Give me the crown, give me the throne. I'm tired of dissolving in the aren't allowed to grow. This is just mine. The plaza is a circle of a polished white stone. 1,000 people walking, but I'm standing alone. A good morning to the left, a good evening to the right, but no one's really looking in the middle of the light. The fountains are singing a mechanical song, keeping us right where we both belong. I'm looking for a shadow, I'm looking for a stain, but the marble is a desert and it never ever rains. The laughter is a record on a dusty old spin, replacing every color with a corporate grin. We're waving at the cameras, we're nodding at the sky, but no one ever asked the simple question of why. The architecture's perfect and the air is so sweet, but the blood is never running in the middle of the street. It's a gallery of ghosts, it's a museum of the dead, living in the echoes of the things we never said. Oh, I'm looking for an echo in the plaza tonight, something that is heavy and something that is right. A broken little heartbeat or a jagged little word, the only kind of music that I've never ever heard. It's a beautiful silence, it's a hollow kind of grace in the middle of a smiling and a nameless face. Yeah, the echo in the plaza is the only thing I find, the echo of a person I can't seem to find. The benches are empty and the garden is dry, but they told us it's a garden that will never ever die. A plastic kind of flower and a paper kind of tree, a perfect little version of the person I should be. The ivory is a secret that I'm holding in my hand, the only bit of gravity in all this shifting sand. The sky is a screen and the moon is a lie, watching all the logic of the centuries die. We're safe from the weather, we're safe from the dark, but I'm looking for a fire and I'm looking for a spark in the center of the plaza, where the logic is a king. I'm waiting for the moment that the bell begins to ring. Can you hear me? Is there anybody there? Through the filtered water and the filtered air, I am shouting, I am screaming, but the marble is the only thing that's dreaming. Hello! Hello, hello! down at the grass at your feet. It's a long way down to the middle of the street. The flowers are red and the flowers are bright, fed by the shadows in the middle of the night. Every garden has a ghost, every garden has a bone, buried underneath a heavy white stone. Promises we didn't keep, 1,000 voices that were silenced for the peace, 1,000 spirits is to see in the perfect skin of the happy and free. A little bit of rust on the silver gate, the beginning of the end of the sacred state. The architect's pen is starting to shake, watching all the glass and the marble break. The colors are bleeding, the light is a lie, a hole in the middle of the digital sky. No more filters, no more page. The mask is falling from the face of the saints. The ivory is pushing through the center of the wall, waiting for the weight of the world to fall. The logic is failing in a circle of fire. The truth is a ghost on a burning wire. Something is breaking that we can't repair. The smell of the smoke in the filtered air. Oh, welcome to the unmaking tonight, burning away all the hollow and white. It's the end of the dream and the end of the plan, the return of the spirit and the return of the man. Yeah, the unmaking is a beautiful sound of the tower of silence falling to the ground. We're watching the glory and the symmetry die underneath the weight of a natural sky. The machines are screaming in a nameless pain, rusting away in the chemical rain. No more orders, no more lines, just the jagged edges of the new designs. The mirror is shattered, the mirror is gone, revealing the face of a different time. The city is a skeleton of glass and steel, searching for a heart that is actually real. We are the witnesses, we are the judge, holding every secret and every little grudge, watching the perfection as it turns into dust. The only compass left is the truth of our disgust. Let it fall, let it break, everything we gave for the world so fake. The wall is a lie, the piece is a cage. Turn the leaf on the final page. Unmake! Unmake, unmake, unmake. just settling on the whitewashed floor. The ghost is walking through the broken door. No more symmetry, no more lines, just the jagged beauty of the great designs. The four lines are running through the heart of the stone, the hardest truth I've ever known. I'm looking at the scars on the palm of my hand, tracing the map of a different land. It's not a failure and it's not a sin to let the light of the outside in. The ivory is a crown that I'm proud to wear in the heavy rhythm of the morning air. The marble is cracked and the glass is gone, revealing the face of a natural dawn. Everything is broken, everything is real, the only kind of peace that I can actually feel. Oh, I'm following the four lines home tonight, away from the hollow and the sacred white. It's the beauty of the blemish and the beauty of the scar, showing the world exactly who we are. Yeah, the four lines are the only way to see the person that I was always meant to be. Was standing in the ruins of a perfect lie, underneath the weight of a heavy sky. The architect is gone and the law is dead. Nothing remains of the things they said, just the smell of the iron and the smell of the rain, the holy vibration of the human pain. We are the architects of a different kind of bliss, born from a moment and a moment like this. The city is a garden of a jagged bone, 1,000 spirits on a different throne. No more filtered and no more clean, the ending of the dream of the great machine. We are the scar, tissue covering the raw, the only version of the things we saw. It's okay to be broken, it's okay to be small, it's okay to be the one who had to fall. The crack is the entrance, the crack is the light, the only way to end the long white night. Fault lines, fault I'm following the four lines home tonight, away from the hollow and the sacred white. It's the beauty of the blemish and the beauty of the scar, showing the world exactly who we are. Yeah, the four lines are the only way to see the person that I was always meant to be. Was standing in the ruins of a perfect lie, underneath the weight of a heavy sky. I can feel it now. watching all the logic of this century start to rust. No more filtered water, no more filtered light. Welcome to the wildness and the beauty of the night. I can hear the sirens, I can hear the rain, the holy vibration of the pleasure and the pain. The streets are full of shadows, the streets are full of fire, burning all the heaven on a jagged golden wire. We are not the numbers, we are not the ghosts, the ones who love the chaos and the ones who love it most. The ivory is a signal, the ivory is a flame, a world without a master and a world without a name. The architect is sleeping in a garden of the past. The silence is a memory that was never meant to last. Everything is wild, everything is new, the only kind of freedom that was always breaking through. Oh, welcome to the beautiful chaos tonight. The ending of the hollow and the ending of the wide. We're dancing in the ruins, we're dancing in the street. The only kind of rhythm that is heavy and is sweet. Yeah, the beautiful chaos is the only truth we know. The place where all the flowers are allowed to really grow. I'd rather have the thunder, I'd rather have the storm than a perfect little heaven where the spirit's never born. The colors are returning to the marble and the glass, watching all the versions of the me and myself pass. No more symmetry, no more lines, just the jagged beauty of the thousand great designs. The weight upon the shoulders